Yo guys, what up? It's Atominator, and I gotta get something off my chest right quick. This has been bothering me for quite a while now, and it's all these clickbaity bullshit bodybuilding channels with their ridiculously photoshopped thumbnails. Now, I'm not trying to single anyone out or make enemies here, so I won't be mentioning any names, but suffice it to say, there's a bunch of scumbags out there like this, taking advantage of gullible kids and people who otherwise don't know any better, I guess. Because anyone who actually watches bodybuilding contests and has any sort of eye for it can spot these egregious photoshops from a mile away. Most of the time, it's not even subtle or realistic whatsoever, yet these videos often get millions of views from idiots who don't know jack about bodybuilding and continue to fall for it. And it's not just the brutal photoshopping. Sometimes these motherfuckers will literally fabricate quotes just to entice a click. Like, they'll put a provocative quote in the thumbnail next to a well-known bodybuilder as if he's trash-talking, but then when you actually watch the vid, he says nothing of the sort. It's underhanded and absolutely pathetic. I consider these types of videos pure, unadulterated trash, and as far as I'm concerned, YouTube should be actively working to demonetize or else shut them down entirely, because they're doing nothing but misinforming and intentionally deceiving people for views. Meanwhile, honest, hardworking channels like Muscle Mutant, who's one of the best at providing side-by-side picture comparisons and, as far as I can tell, has never once photoshopped or relied on predatory tactics, gets completely demonetized out of the blue for no good reason whatsoever. It's honestly a joke, guys. Now, it's not that I'm jealous. I could frankly care less how much money another channel makes. That's their business, not mine. And it's not like shutting them down will somehow reroute all their traffic to me. So this isn't some twisted sympathy ploy for personal gain. No, it's about integrity. It's about quality and honest communication. So it's fairly offensive, though, when people accuse me of clickbaiting. Because, as you can tell, that's something I'm firmly against. Now, it's true, I have released some deliberately provocative content in the past with the hopes of garnering views. My video about why Arnold was overrated is perhaps the best example of that. I knew going in that title would get a rise out of a lot of people. I knew many of you would get triggered when seeing that, and it would attract a bunch of negative attention. And certainly, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping it would get a lot of views as a result. But at the end of the day, the video was exactly about what the title indicated, and I meant every single word of it. So was it clickbaity in the sense of being provocative or contrarian? Hell yes. But it was still authentic, constructive content. It wasn't misleading or misinforming, it was simply me voicing an uncommon argument and playing a bit of devil's advocate. And I will do that from time to time when I feel the popular opinion swings too far one way. I'll try to temper that and remind people that alternative perspectives do exist. So sometimes, yeah, I'm going to be controversial or a little sensationalist even with my titles, because, hey, that's how YouTube works, man. You need to be a little over the top with the thumbnails and video titles in order to stay competitive in this sea of eye-catching content. You gotta have a bit of showmanship to stand out. That's just the name of the game if you want to make any money on this platform. But I assure you, I will never Photoshop a thumbnail or insert a false quote. Hell, I don't even have Photoshop, so the worst I could do would be to accidentally use an already shopped pic off Google or something. And just to be clear, the only sort of visual editing I do to my thumbnails is to play up the contrast, brightness, or reduce blur using this free site called Canva. That's literally the extent of my alterations. So yeah, I encourage you guys, if you see shit like this in the future, to not even watch it, but instead simply report it as spam or misleading content. That's the only way it seems we're going to clean up all this garbage infesting YouTube. Of course, this is assuming you already know a thing or two about bodybuilding and have somewhat of a trained eye, because I've been wrongfully accused of photoshopping thumbnails that were in fact legitimate, like this one of Rolly Winkler at the 2018 Arnold Classic, where he does indeed look rather superhuman, but this was a totally unaltered screenshot I took from his actual posing routine. Then again, I have faith in you. Most of my subscriber base seems to be pretty well versed in bodybuilding. Judging by the caliber of comments you guys typically leave, most of you know the deal and are clearly hardcore fans of the sport, so you're exactly the types of individuals I'm appealing to in order to help us improve bodybuilding's representation here on YouTube going forward. Anyway, guys, sorry if this sounded overly negative or butthurt. I'm just sick of coming across this crap and don't want to see these sleazy, flagrantly deceptive practices continue to be rewarded. But enough ranting. Let me know your thoughts on the matter in the comments below. And as always, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more genuine bodybuilding content. Until next time, I'm the Tominator signing off, and I'll be back.